about the game?
Yeah, really improved offensively. I just thought, we've moved the ball against some really good, big physical defenses. SIU moved the ball. South Dakota moved the ball. North Dakota State moved the ball. But then, somewhere along the line, we botched it. We turned it over. We fumbled going in the end zone. We got 4th and 1 and we jump off sides and it's 4th and 6. We just have not finished drives, in some games against some really good opponents. And we finished drives today. I thought we played some really physical, tough football with, guy you just talked to there. I thought he ran the ball, pissed off. I thought 14, he had some really nice catches on the screen and puncture the thing and get vertical and take some hits and, fall forward. And, I just thought I thought our O-line did a much better job. We've been able to throw the ball on people, again, haven't been able to run it against, some, but we ran it against a really good defense. And then I thought our pass protection, was better. There were times where DJ, pulled it down and ran it, and he's getting better. It's early on, get us out of a jam and just, keep us from a negative yardage play, pulling it down, and then it turned into keeping us out of a bad play, pulling it down and getting a first down. And now I think he's back to where he was, when he was freshman of the year, where now he decides to pull it down and you're like, shit, he might score, So it's, he's getting better. I thought our protection was better. He had more times he could stay in the pocket and make the throws. I thought our screen game was good, and I thought we ran the ball. The Achilles heel was we we didn't play very well on defense. We just could not get a stop. They must have broke the NCAA record for third down conversions, and it's our fault. There wasn't a whole lot of third and 11s. It was they were running the ball and being successful with the pass, and we committed everybody we could to stop the run and still couldn't stop it, and kept our corners out there on an island, and they struggled. So it was kind of a double-edged sword on the defensive side of the ball.
How important for this team was it to find a way to get back in this ball game after y'all were down?
Yeah, I mean that shows you something about that team, because the way that we started out, it could have been a bludgeoning. I mean, this is a team that, they beat North Dakota State, 42-21 or something like that, 49 to 21. So I mean, this is a really, really good football team, and so that could have turned really bad, and our guys made plays and got kept supporting each other and kept playing hard for each other, and got us back into thing. We just couldn't stop them. We did some things out of character, wouldn't normally do. Some turned out good, some turned out bad, but I mean, we just couldn't stop them, so we went for it on 4th and 22 and got a pass interference call, so you look like a genius, and then we onside a kick way early. Way earlier than what the chart says, because I just didn't feel like we could stop them, defensively, and thought, well, let's try to get the ball back and go down and score. And even if we don't, we give them a short field. We haven't been stopping them, so they're going to score quicker, and we'll get the ball back again and maybe go score. So again, we did some things out of character that isn't what the chart says. The analytics say, but just the way the game was going, we did that.
But doesn't that kind of make a statement to recruits? Hey, you come to Murray State, we're going to do everything in our power to stay in the ball game. We're going to do everything in our power to win a ball game.
Yeah, and I think it says something for our recruiting that our kids didn't give up. You didn't see the offense coming over yelling at the defense, "Hey, you guys suck. You need to pick it up. We can't win this game because you're not stopping them." They never did that. They're over there cheering for the defense. Trying to get them fired up and get a stop. So, it says a lot for the recruiting from a standpoint of you're recruiting the right kids character-wise.
Well, you're going 4th down and goal on the last play of the second quarter.
Yeah, it was a good play, really good play. We threw some really good ones in there. Had the other 4th down. Just felt we had more of a chance for success throwing the ball, and went for threw it on the other 4th and 1. Going the other way. and got the touchdown too. So.
Dean, what do you want to see out of these last two games? Obviously, you want to win, but
Yeah.
what do you want to see out of the team these last two games?
Yeah, more of the same. I felt like we improved this week, and want to see more of that, and that really, for that to happen is really a lot of credit to our coaching staff and our kids, because you're playing in this tough of a league, and you got just 3 games left, and our kids have a players only team meeting, and say, I don't know what was said in there because it's players only, but, basically they came out with a resolve that, hey, we ain't going down like this, guys. We ain't going to fizzle, these last 3 games. We're going to start afresh and new and do things tougher and better and harder, and we're going to come out and give it everything we got, these last 3 ball games, and it showed, out there today. So that's what I hope, shows the last 2, is that they keep the resolve they have when it's easy to just go ahead and, fizzle. There's been plenty of tough seasons where I've been a part of teams where I felt like, you don't got to turn your gear in to quit, where I felt like there's been guys that have turned it down, and just wanted to get out of it rather than, keep fighting.
Would have been easy to do that.
Would have been real easy to do that today. Would have been real easy to do that with the season at this point, and, they haven't done that.
Getting back to DJ real quick, I thought there was a play in the fourth quarter. He makes a big run, but after turning the corner, got cut down.
Yeah.
I think 2 years ago he scores on that.
Yeah, he's getting close. Matter of fact, in the box, Haji said he's going to score right here, and that's what I mean when I said, early he was just getting out of jams and keep us out of negative plays, and to where he was getting first downs, and then now it's like looking like he's going to go score like he used to, That's what that play reminded me of, exactly the play you're talking about, where he got tackled on their sideline.
Maybe one more.
Yeah, Coach, just watching on the sideline today, I could just tell from the way you were walking around, getting the crowd pumped up, you never lost faith, and I think that's something I've seen out of you a lot this season. I think it speaks a lot to you as a coach. What's been kind of the thing that keeps you in these games, not just the players?
Well, when you're talking about faith, it's not the amount of faith, it's the object that your faith is in. I think a lot of times people get confused and say, well, you just didn't have enough faith. Well, it's not that you don't have enough faith. It's about what is your faith in, and my faith is in my Creator, God Almighty, and He tells me that my value is not, based on that scoreboard, and that's not where I pin my self-image to, and that's what I preach to the kids. And I think that's really important. Do we want to win football games? Absolutely. Is that scoreboard important, and is that our measure? Absolutely. But we're not going to pin our self-image to that, and that's really important, way bigger than just these kids and football. But it's really important for them because they're going to be dads someday, and I don't want them to put their sons in a prison of they got to perform to get their dad's acceptance. So I think that's really, really important, is how we talk to our guys as football players, because they're going to be dads someday.